All applicants are approved. It's that simple. With AmeriFactors, there's no more waiting for your customers to pay. We give you the funds up front, then we wait for your customers to pay us. Fund your business today. Call AmeriFactors right now.
800-847-1183. 800-847-1183. 800-847-1183. That's 800-847-1183.
Hi, folks, and welcome to Fifth Street Sports. I'm Frank Perez on Sports Byline USA Radio Network. We're also on American Forces Network, iHeartRadio, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Catch us on Twitter, also at Fifth Street Sports. I am going to be joined today with my co-host, Oklahoma Brian, and Florida Rick is going to be coming in. Brian, boy, you know, we just can't keep track of you. You're in so many locations. It's very interesting.
Yeah, this is the first time ever for Fifth Street. I'm actually at a bus station today. So cross that off the list of bucket list broadcast venues.
Well, you know, usually after the weekends here in Vegas, some of the most crowded places are the bus stations and the Western Unions. You know, because you know, Vegas is the only place you can drive in an $80,000 Jaguar and leave on a $250,000 bus. You know,
that's right.
But how about you know what the most popular wire is at Western Union in Vegas, at the Western Union station?
System going well. Please send cash.
Exactly, buddy. Very good. Hey, so how was your weekend?
Pretty good. I didn't have a lot of Masters action. NBA was good. I suppose the one game that was a big loser for us was that Boston Indiana game. Looked good at halftime, but kind of blew up in the second half. But other than that, great weekend for unders. I think unders were 8-0 in the first round, and some of them weren't even close.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. I saw. I knew there was 7. I didn't know what the Utah total was. Did that go under also?
Oh, you know what? It might have. We'll have to ask Rick when he comes on, but. You know, I remember you asked about that on Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
About how these high totals would stand up in the playoffs, and resounding under.
Yeah. Wow, Brian. Yeah, let's talk about that when we come back, buddy. We got a great show for you, folks. It's Fifth Street Sports. We got to take a break, and we'll be back just about 3 minutes after this timeout.
Hey guys, your prostate should be the last thing on your mind, but the fact is, the older you get, the more likely you'll have prostate problems, which can affect your everyday life. That's where Prostate Complete by Real Health comes in. Prostate Complete is the result of 20 years of experience as a leader in men's health. The powerful formula in Prostate Complete supports natural prostate function and reduced urinary urges for a better quality of life. Available at Walmart. Visit prostate1perday.com for special offers. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Trade Pros. Ferguson is committed to making business with us the easiest part of your day. Ferguson.com is designed to help run your business from the office to the job site by making your day-to-day activities easier with 24/7 account access, unmatched online inventory, and on-the-go account management. And with our Pro Plus customer loyalty program, you can earn points with every online purchase, redeemable for merchandise, event tickets, trips, and more. Sign up today at Ferguson.com.
Want to fly somewhere? Looking for cheap flights or cheap tickets? Then call. That's right. Call the low-cost airline travel hotline now for prices so low we can't publish them anywhere. Low Cost Airlines has all kinds of cheap travel deals. Fly domestically and save up to 75%. You can even fly internationally and save even more. Yes, fly anywhere in the world and save a lot of money on your plane tickets. We'll even save you money with cheap travel deals on hotels, rental cars, even complete travel packages. So don't book your tickets until you call us first for the absolute cheapest prices on U.S. and international airline tickets and hotels. Call right now for prices so low they can't be published. Travel experts are here 24/7 to help. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. That's 800-754-4531.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 4422 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 4422. Code 4422. Enjoy!
Hi guys, Fifth Street Sports. We're back. It's Florida Rick, Oklahoma Brian, and myself, Frank Perez, on Sports Byline USA Radio Network. Hey guys, we talked about it, and remember Brian? I think it was Brian or Rick. I was curious if we thought the new scoring rules would affect the playoff totals, and boy, it looks like they did.
Yeah. Sure did.
Yeah. Sure did. I guess, I don't know if it's that the rules affected the totals or the rules just created regular season totals that were so high, and we just didn't account for that with these playoff openers.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to reiterate what Bryce said, Frank. That's, what they were making the totals the same as they were in the regular season, with the new rules obviously in effect. Regarding the shot clock, resetting to only 14 at the end of on an offensive rebound. And, we saw that it's the playoffs now. So the defense is going to be much tougher. It's going to be much harder to get good shots off. And look what happens. Not only did they go 8-0, but aside from that Utah game that went under last night by a half point, every other game went under by minimum 9 points. And, I think the Boston went under by 52 points. So,
wow.
You're going to start seeing totals drop. Normally, I'd say, well, maybe it's time to bet the overs, but I'm not sure it is. I think you still may want to be on the unders for the next set of games.
Well, I didn't see the game 2 readjustments. I mean, the only one I looked at was the Clippers and Golden State, and that seemed to stay the same, 233. Did they adjust in the other ones?
They haven't really. They really haven't changed much. I mean, the Brooklyn Philly totals are still 226. I mean, I'm looking at totals right now that are within 2 points of the first set of games. I think OKC, Portland's down to 220. That one was, I think, 223. Boston's down to 202. But that's the game that I said went 52 points under. So, yeah, that total is maybe 6 points lower than what it was in game 1. But how could you not adjust it after, they could have played another full quarter, still would have gone under.
Wow. So Brian, what do you think? Should we double dip on this again?
I think there's still value. Yeah, absolutely. I think there's still a lot of value on the unders, and we know that historically the scoring output in NBA playoffs tends to go down. Opening games typically the highest scoring game in a 7-game series. So, yeah, I definitely think there's value on under, at least for another round.
So just blanket bet the 8 games under, right?
Sounds kind of simplistic, but yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to be blanketing the overs. That's for sure.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, and here's a little bonus for you guys that Probably this is about as fresh as you can get. It might be 25 minutes old, and I'm giving it to you guys really quick. I drive by Las Vegas Ballpark on my way to Knicks here, on to the studio, and it's kind of a little bit damp, little cold out here, and very light wind. So I would say good play on the Aviator game under tonight. It's 9.5. I mean, you can't get that, and this is right out of the oven. I mean, I was just driving by there,
This is this is what I. Yeah, this is absolutely top shelf journalism, Frank. Hats off to you on that. Good job on cracking that one.
Yeah, I mean, I drive by there. I stop in the parking lot. I get out of my car. I go. And I put my finger up. I see there was maybe 8 mile an hour winds, a little cold. I said, let me call the fellas and just say, looks, because it looks like an under ballpark with no wind. You know what I mean? It's not really tailored towards the over. So with a little bit of dampness and maybe the wind blowing in 8 miles an hour, I would say under. Under looks like a good play tonight.
Any word on Finn? Were you able to locate Finn for a possible appearance on the show this week?
I'm gonna try because I'm gonna go to the games with my wife, and when I come down there in the dugout, I'm gonna wear my Fifth Street thing. If I can just get a press credential from Nick, I may be able to. But Finn is more talented than what you think. That umpire is totally out of line doing that. But getting back.
What I was
Vegas,
thinking.
Well,
I was going to say what I was thinking is these days a lot of minor league parks do have the take your dog to the ballpark night. Right. I was thinking if we could maybe have someone at Fifth Street go to the pound and acquire a dog that looks similar to Finn. You could bring him to the game, and when no one's looking, pull the switcheroo. And, it's actually a win-win because that dog will now have a home. They'll wonder what happened to Finn. Like, why does he not know any of these tricks? And meanwhile, you're out the door with Finn, and we've got a highly trained service animal.
What do you think? I just wish Finn would have started barking at the umpire. When he threw the bat. But I mean, he was so gracious and so classy that he went and just got the bat anyways. I mean. Well, we could bring my dog because my dog turned 3, so I actually take him drinking and gambling with me now. They don't ID him anymore because he's of age.
Does Jax qualify as a service dog?
What was that?
I said, does Jax qualify as a service dog?
Well, I do. I get him in. He has been barred from the Santa Fe. He has been barred from the Santa Fe and Dottie's Casino because there's only 2 things that Jax is cannot tolerate, and that is he's not. I don't know if he's racist or not, but he doesn't like Oriental people. He actually barks when they deliver Chinese food at my house. It's the scariest thing in the world. It's scary. I mean, scary. And he does not like skateboards or bicycles or anything with wheels. Besides that, he's a super nice, gentle dog. But those 2 things trigger him. So check this out. This is a true story. So help me God. I'm at I carry him and I put on his little canine unit service thing and I bring him into Santa Fe to make bets with me at the Santa Fe Hotel. So I'm up at the window. I swear to God, it's a Wednesday, 9:30 in the morning. There's 7 people in the place. I bring him up to the window with me, and I mentioned five games to bet. And the writer wants to be Mr. Stations. Says to me, "Sorry, sir, you can't be holding a dog. Dog's got to be on the ground when you're placing your wagers." I go, "Really?" I go, "You got to be kidding me." So nobody in the place, I swear. I put him on the ground, and who comes behind me? A Chinese lady in a wheelchair. So, I mean, what's the odds of that? There's 7 people at 9:30 in the morning at Santa Fe. So he attacks the lady. Security comes. They take he's barred from Santa Fe. But I do have his service dog credentials. You know what I mean? But he gambles. I mean, he's 3-1 on the Super Bowl, so he's not bad. But
I think he had the right side on this year's game. I just you might tell him not to use the term Oriental anymore. That is no longer a acceptable term. I don't know if he's If that's just
Asian?
you, or if he's, yes, yeah.
Hey, check this out, you guys. I mean, I didn't even think it was so bad. There is a councilwoman here that is being totally thrashed. She's a very classy woman, never done anything online. She was making a speech on there's a lot of racism in some of the high schools out here right now, right? And she said something about like we have to start finding a way to integrate and more of all of the colored people in the thing. And she's just totally. I mean, is the word colored that out of line?
It sounds a little like something my grandparents would have said, not intending to be offensive, but yeah,
So-
definitely out of favor these days.
So what's the perfect politically correct word?
Person of color would be a better. I think I would go with that.
Person.
Or African
If that
American.
was, yeah. Well, but I think we're speaking about multiple demographics. But I'll tell you what, we could probably move on to another subject.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, you know what I was going to get you guys warmed up with for the next one is Rick. How boy, you were throwing these Vegas Knights under the bus.
Yeah, and we said Tampa Bay would probably come back and win the series easily. Yeah, not going well. Neither one is looking good right now. Tampa Bay is down 3-0, and Vegas is now up 2-1. They've won 2 in a row, and they're looking like last year's team right now.
I agree, guys. When we come back, we'll bring that up, and we'll come right back after this timeout.
Being a new parent means every high and low you can imagine. But Evos can make it all easier with a baby monitor you can trust. Go to myevos.com, that's MYEVOZ.com, to see how Evos can be the eyes and ears of your nursery. Evos works with your smartphone to provide a live audio and HD video connection to your baby anytime and anywhere. On a date, at work, away on business, even serving your country overseas, Evos helps you never miss a moment. Whether your baby is with a sitter, your partner, a grandparent, or a friend, you'll be right there too. And with unique features like smart alerts that know the difference between a barking dog and your baby crying, extensive sleep tracking data, and state-of-the-art security features for your peace of mind, Evos is the smart baby monitor for connected parents. And enter the code SPORTS at checkout for $20 off. That's myevos.com. MYEVOZ.com.
Attention, this important consumer alert is brought to you by Annuity Action Network. Hey, did you know it's possible to receive upfront money from your monthly settlement payments? It's true. If you receive monthly payments from an annuity or a structured settlement and you need a lump sum immediately, then you need to call Annuity Action Network. With your cash today, you can pay off credit card debt, pay medical bills, fund your education, or improve your home. You don't need to wait. Call the Annuity Action Network now to get your fast cash with no hidden costs. And if you call today, we'll even send you a $100 cash gift card just for verifying your settlement payments and your contact information. If you have a structured settlement or an annuity and you want cash now, call Annuity Action Network right now.
800-514-9170. 800-514-9170. That's 800-514-9170.
Attention business owners, now is the perfect time to start saving money on your cable TV bill for your business. We can give you packages with up to 90 great channels and save your business a ton of cash. And if you call right now, you can learn how to get free equipment and free installation. Now you have choices. It's time to start saving money on your cable TV bill for your business. And call today and get 90 channels plus free equipment and free installation. Smart business owners like you all across the country are consolidating and saving money on their cable TV, internet, and phone service for their business. So now's the perfect time. This may be a limited time offer to the first 100 people that call right now. So please save money and call now.
800-470-7113. 800-470-7113. 800-470-7113. That's 800-470-7113.
All right, folks, we're back. Frank Perez, Oklahoma Brian, and Florida Rick on Sports Byline USA Radio Network. This is Fifth Street Sports. Well, you guys, it looks like Tiger wore the perfect colored shirt for what the sports books bottom line looks like in a lot of onshore and offshore books.
Yeah, I'm not buying the fact that books lost as much as they're claiming to, but it was a great moment for old guys. And coming just a few months after Brady wins the Super Bowl, I was thinking I might be able to talk you into coming out of retirement, Frank.
You know, Brian, I thought about you and I said, you know, Brian has been senior bashing for over a year. And now here Tiger wins a Master, Brady wins the Super Bowl. I don't know what's going to be next. Maybe if Dwayne Wade would have still been in and played, but I think that the old is the new, you know?
Yeah, I would say the NBA is probably the one sport the old guy can't win in. When I say old, I mean guys in their 40s. But I think every other sport, certainly baseball, there is a place for old guys. Brady's proved that you can be old in football, at least a few positions. And Jaromir Jagr was probably, what was he, like 46 last year?
45, 46, yeah. Yeah. I think he might still be playing in the Czech Republic, actually, at 47. At least that's the last I heard.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think now? I mean, you know, with Tiger, his odds are now 750 in the next major. He's actually the favorite. I mean, is he back? I mean, is he completely back, you think?
You know, I'd have to say so. And I know that I was kind of down on him last week, but if you look forward, you know, to these next two majors, he's, I believe the U.S. Open is at Pebble Beach this year. And I want to say there's another major that's being played at a venue that he's won it in the past this year. So yeah, I think it looks good for him.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
You know, it's really scary because from 2000 to 2006, I did a lot of betting at World Sports Exchange with my buddy from Maryland. And we always used to be buying and selling Tiger. And, you know, they would even put up a market like whatever the tournament was without Tiger, because this guy would be, 2-1 plus $1.90, 3-2, 3-1, and forget it. And when I was looking at his records, now remember, we all know since 2006 he hasn't won a major, and since that incident with his wife 2008, he's been nothing. You know, he just won a few tournaments. But when I look at his thing, he had 4 Masters, 73 PGA wins. This was all prior to like this 2006. I mean, this guy was lights out, you know?
Well, he's definitely won since then, because he's
won.
I'm saying he won. Did he win 2011 or 12? I believe he won the. I know he won.
No,
2009.
No
he won the PGA.
No majors. I mean,
are you sure about that?
I'm almost pretty positive that he hasn't won a major in 12 years.
Well, 12 years would go back to 2006 and 6.
You know what?
I know.
Why don't you guys Google that? But I mean, could you just imagine that with the stats that he has, and he's had a weak 10 years for sure. So, Rick, wouldn't you think this guy's probably the most dominating player that's ever really played?
Well, in his prime, he was without a doubt probably the best player in his sport that's ever lived. His prime ended about 12, 13 years ago, and I never liked the guy. I still don't really like the guy. I'm not really. I don't see why the public is so in love with him. We've kind of seen he's not really a good person. Aside from his personal problems he's had, the stories I've heard about him in Vegas, and he'll sit there and get his $5,000 dinner and tip not tip or tip like $5 or something. I mean, these are just things that you see instead of, people that you wouldn't want to be around. So I was not really a fan. I wasn't rooting for him yesterday. I'll say that. But as a golfer, he is as good as there ever was, and will probably go down after this, what is gap of 14 years between winning Masters is maybe the greatest accomplishment in golf, maybe even sports history. But yeah, I'll be the first to say I was not rooting for him. I'm not a fan.
So he won the 2008 U.S. Open.
Okay.
And before that, he won the 2007 PGA because I was at that. So I knew he had at least won in 2007, and I knew that wasn't his last.
So it's actually been like 11 years, right?
It's been 11 years. Yeah.
Wow. Hey, but Rick,
remember he fell off the cliff pretty steeply when he won those last two majors. I mean, I think people thought he was going to continue to roll and win, multiple majors, and then he had the issue with the what that happened that night where he backed into the tree and then got divorced and sex addiction, pain pills, and I mean, Lindsey Vonn, whatever happened in the last 10 years. It's behind him now.
Rick, it's really weird that you brought up the tipping issue with Tiger, because you're absolutely spot on. Because believe me, two of my nephews are major bartenders at big clubs out here at Bellagio and Wynn, and a lot of my family works on the Strip. So they all know all of the stories, from Packard, who was the most generous guy in the world tipping. He's actually put a girl through school, to the cheapest and the down, guys that have money. Do you know who the top 3 cheapest guys are? The worst, at the blackjack table, at the restaurant, at the bars and everything? Tiger Woods.
I would say Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, I think.
Yes, and there's one more. I'll give you a clue. He's a big basketball player, and he's on one of the networks.
Not Charles Barkley.
Yes, sir. Those are the 3 cheapest pricks you could imagine. I mean,
wow, I didn't realize Charles Barkley was a cheap one.
Oh my God, these guys are off the charts cheap. You're talking, you called it a $5,000 dinner and the whole thing. You get zero. At the blackjack table, they play, they're loud, they're out of line, they're stupid. Zero. Didn't tip the dealers 1 chip on anything at the restaurant.
Or the waitresses. They won't tip the waitresses. They'll order the best liquors. They won't even give them $5 tips. Nothing. It's sickening. It's when I hear that, there's nothing that infuriates me more than someone that does that.
And that has the ability to just be the most nicest, generous thing. I don't know where they get off. You know what I mean? But the only thing I gotta now I'm not endorsing this. Okay, I'm not endorsing this because I'm not into infidelity and adultery and all that kind of stuff. But my only thing is with Tiger is, if you're going to go down, like if you're going to go down for infidelity or adultery or cheating on your wife, you may as well go out Tiger style. You don't want to go out Arnold style. Schwarzenegger style. If you're going to go out Tiger style. I've always said that. He had, 120 from Playboy girls to porno to whatever. So if you're going to take the hit, you don't want to be out with your, housekeeper that looks like a frog. Like, that's what happened to Schwarzenegger,
I thought you were about to hit us with a Arnold Palmer story.
So did I. I thought I was about to hear an Arnold Palmer story too. No. Like, wow, I didn't expect him to fall in that category.
No. What was the Arnold Palmer?
No. There is one. We thought that since you mentioned Arnold, that's who we were both thinking of when you said Arnold.
No, Schwarzenegger. This guy got caught with his housekeeper that that looks like a troll, and he lost everything. He lost Shriver, the whole thing, his reputation, which is terrible no matter how you do it. So if you're gonna blow it, you might as well go out Tiger style.
Yeah, and at least Tiger, I don't think, had any kids with any of these women. Arnold had a kid with the maid, so that makes it that much worse.
But anyways, getting back to Tiger, man, if this guy is locked in and he is zoned in, look out. He can really, I don't know, he can win this 18 or 19 majors and pass Nicklaus.
I'll be impressed if
I don't
he gets
think he's going to win. I was going to say, I don't think he's going to win another one. I would be shocked if he wins one more.
Really?
He could do it, but I would. Look, what is he? 42, 43. and it took the performance of a
23.
lifetime, took a few breaks. And I mean, all these guys going against are in their early, mid-20s, incredible shape. These guys are, are just destroying the tour. And for him to even win this one, like I said, it was probably the greatest accomplishment in sports history, at least American sports history. But to do it again, in a major, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, but remember what Brian just touched on. One of these events is going to be at Pebble Beach. He used to tear Pebble Beach up.
Yeah, I think he'll be in contention in a couple, but to win, and you know what's funny? I thought that guy that laid that bet at William Hill for 85,000 at about 14-1 or so. I'm like, wow, that's the worst bet I've ever seen. 14. I figured he probably should be getting 35, 40-1. And meanwhile, Cash is now. I don't know if he's going to come out and they'll name him, but he's such a superstar now for winning this bet. Which, how does William Hill? This is a book that doesn't take nickel bets from customers, and then they're taking an $85,000 future bet on Tiger. I'm really flabbergasted about this one.
And guys, remember, it was on the news. It came on Channel 13 right out of the thing before the event. The guy with his $85,000 ticket at William Hill. But I think Brian hit it right on the head. I mean, what publicity for William Hill,
Yeah.
Oh,
unfortunately, they're probably going to come up the winner.
Yeah, of course they are. Yeah, it's worth every bit of $1 million in advertising. By the way, Bethpage Black is the site of the PGA Tour this year, and he has won there before. So We've got 2 majors that he's won at before we left.
Hey guys, when we come back from this break, it's Talk You Can Bet On. But let's finish up a little bit on this Tiger, folks. We got to take a little break. We'll be right back, and we'll be Talk You Can Bet On. We got a few plays tonight, so you might want to stay tuned.
Let's have a chat about your debit card, the card you use for the things you buy every day. What if you could get cash back every time you bought those things? Well, now you can. Introducing Discover Cashback Debit. Just open a Discover bank account and start earning 1% cash back on up to $3,000 in debit card purchases every month, automatically. Plus, there are no monthly fees or minimum balances. Now you can get cash back on the way you like to pay. Open a Discover bank account and get the debit card with cash back. Go to discoverbank.com/debit. Limitations apply. Excludes money market accounts. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1780. 855-325-1780. That's 855-325-1780.
Attention to anyone that's written a book or wants to write a book. The process is not that complicated. Take a first step. Even if you write a page a day, you'll build momentum and your book will become a reality. The hard part is getting it published. That's when you need to call Page Publishing. They've got hundreds and hundreds of thank yous from different new authors, just like you. They make the process of publishing your new book and getting it sold online a simple process. You can learn how simple it is right now by calling for your free Page Publishing New Author Submission Kit. One quick 3-minute phone call, that's all it takes to get free information and learn how you can get your book published. Pick up your phone right now and call us 24 hours a day at this number. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. That's 800-603-0885.
Flo here with a word that's just weird. Terry cloth. Who exactly is Terry? And why does he get his own fabric? Did he journey below SPF 50? Fight off some weeds in his daffodils? How about a word for everyone? Flotection. Yeah, I just made it up. But I'm not making up how great it feels when me and Progressive protect your new home. Ever think of that, Terry? No. Terry only thinks of himself.
Save an average of 17% on car insurance when you bundle home and auto through Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.
All right, guys, we're back. Fifth Street Sports. It's talk you can bet on. I'm Frank Perez. I'm joined with Oklahoma Brian and Florida Rick. So, you guys, let's do a little bit of homework on this Tiger, see if we can get some value. But here's what's interesting. Right now, we know Columbus is up 3-0 in the series against Tampa Bay. And they actually hang up. Some books won't hang up series prices at this because it's basically a sweep right now by Tampa Bay. Now, Tampa Bay in one of the places is plus 500. So you would actually think like, wow, 500 to win 4 in a row. Well, I just did the math, and that's not really a bad bet if you think Tampa can sweep it from here.
I think it's once they just get that first win under their belts, they can go off and win 4 in a row, because we know they're the best team in the NHL, one of the best teams in the regular season, one of the best teams in NHL regular season history. So. They just can't get that first win, and once they do, they'll probably start rolling. And boy, I have a hard time though betting a team down 3-0 and only getting 5-1. I feel like I should always be getting a minimum 8, 9, 10-1 on those bets.
Exactly, Rick. But okay, let's do these projections. They're $1.40 in this game, and they're at Columbus. Let's say they win this game, 4-2. They go back to Tampa. What do you think the line would be at Tampa? 250?
It should be, around 240, 250.
Right. Now they won. Now, wow, they're back. Now they go back to Columbus. Well, they'll probably be $1.60 or $1.70, right? Because they've won 2 in a row, and they're $1.40 now. Okay.
Yeah, minimum 150. Yeah.
Okay, so let's give them 150. Then back to Game 7 at Tampa Bay after they've won 3 in a row and demoralized this team. Wouldn't they be like 290 or 3-1?
Yeah, coming down 3-0 and then tying it at 3, getting Game 7 at home. Yeah, you're probably looking at 275 to 300.
Right. So if you get your parlay calculator and you go 140, 250, 150, 280, 270. 5-1 is not really a bad price.
You're right. And like I said, if you can just get that first win, and getting it on the road, and getting the play, getting able to come back home, and hopefully getting a win as a big favorite. All of a sudden now it's 3-2 going back to Columbus, and now Columbus is really, they're really in their heads. So, yeah, you're right. It's actually probably worthy of a small play. I did see that last night too.
I'm on them, and I jumped on your Sharks right now, and I hated it. It was one of the bets that I really hated to bet against my Vegas Knights, and I deserve it. All my friends are at the bars cheering, and inside I'm pretending like I'm a Vegas Knights fan, and inside I feel like a phony because I actually bet the Sharks. But
sorry. Well, it's not that series isn't over, but yeah, at this point I definitely would think Vegas is going to win. But all it takes is the Sharks winning Game 4, and now we're 2-2 with San Jose getting home court or home ice the rest of the way.
I feel like such a traitor. I feel like I cheated on my city. You know that? I really do.
Yeah, well, that's why you can't have favorite teams in sports, Frank. We can't do it.
I know.
We gave up favorite teams years ago.
You guys talked me into it. Now I'm going to get punished for this. Well, Brian, this is talk you can bet on, buddy, and we have 2 in the NBA tonight. Your thoughts, you guys?
I think we're probably going to be on the same page on the. Well, maybe not. Let's start off with the Toronto game. I know we were opposite. Oh, no, is that not tonight?
They're not playing tonight. It's Brooklyn and Philly, and then Golden State Clippers.
Oh, okay. Let's start us off.
All right. Well, I'll start on the first game. That's the Brooklyn-Philly game. That's the game that Brooklyn just annihilated Philly pretty much from the get-go. And it was the game where Amir Johnson was caught with a cell phone on the bench, and they were going over text with him and Joel Embiid. And they got caught, and Amir Johnson got fined. He's not even on the playoff roster, so, I don't know why he's on the bench. But, the fact is he snuck a cell phone on the bench, which is as big a no-no as you can do in the NBA. It just was a bad look for Philly. And I think the way I see this game, I think Philly's going to get out of the gate hot. Philly's, down 1-0 at home. You kind of got to figure they're going to be mad. I can see them getting off to a quick lead, like 15-5, 14-6 lead. But I don't think they're going to put away Brooklyn. I think there's something wrong with Philly, and I do think this ends up being a closer game than people think. And while I'm not pushing a bet here, but I would only want to be on the Nets, and of course the under. As we said, we're still going to lean towards the unders over the next few days. They're not going to go 8-0 again, but we still think there's value on them. So I would lean towards Nets and under here.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily disagree with Rick, but I'm gonna actually be on Philadelphia first quarter, and maybe even a little bit of first half tonight.
Wow, Brian, and this game now it's 8. The last time I took 6, and it actually 6 or 6.5, and it went down to 5.5. And remember, when I first mentioned it, you said you loved Brooklyn in that first game. Now, why is it that, okay, if you're getting 5.5 and you win outright, now on the next game they move the line to 8? Do they think that, like, oh, the favorite's got to come back?
Yeah, it's what they call the zigzag effect in the NBA. And I suppose if you're a conspiracy theorist, you're going to argue that the league assigns referees that are favorable to the home team that's down 0-1. Maybe it's increased motivation. Maybe it's complacency on the part of the team that steals game 1. But it's a long documented pattern in the NBA, especially in the first quarter of the first half. It's big favorite that loses game 1 usually comes out of the gate strong in game 2.
Rick, do you see any value in that? Because it doesn't, you would think in real life terms it doesn't make sense. Like, you just won, you showed the other team you can win on their court, and now they're giving you more points.
Yeah, but this is how the NBA's been seriously since we've been children. That's just, except for maybe the superstar teams, when the Lakers back in the 70s and 80s, and maybe the Bulls in the 90s, Golden State of recent times. But the rest of the playoffs, you usually find whatever happens in game 1, the line will move the opposite direction in game 2. So if Philly had won this game by 30, the funny thing is the line probably would have gone from 7 to 6.5. So they're expecting a close game because what Bryce said, the zigzag theory is usually in effect in the NBA. And after one game, the best thing to do is, at least in previous years, I'm not saying to do it now, but it's almost blindly just bet the other side that was that lost in game 1.
But do you so we know it's a zigzag perception thing. Do you see a value in is there any value in maybe getting the extra points because of the zigzag perception?
Well, I think it's all about timing. So if you were going to be on Philly, you probably wanted to jump on them early. I think that a half point is worth a lot in the playoffs, probably more than 10 cents. So I think it's all about timing your bet and maximizing the best possible market entry relative to the side that you want. And I think that now, actually, there's 8.5s on the game. Might even go to 9 by game time. So sure, I can see some value on the dog.
Now, okay, but you guys, now be careful on the next game a little bit, because I happened to follow it because I had a little bit of a middle on it, and I thought I was drawn live. That Clippers game landed on 225, but remember, they didn't score in the last minute and 40 seconds or something. So it could have easily gone over. What do you guys think of this second game, 13.5 and 234?
Well, I think that Golden State, I don't think they really played a very good game 1. I think they're going to come out in game 2, and I don't see it being a close game any closer than game 1. I think what was the final? They won by 15 in game 1, so they barely got the cover. I would think this game would be even a higher, a bigger outcome. So I would say I would lean Golden State here. This is the opposite of the zigzag, but again, I kind of take away the superstar teams when we talk about these. And I don't think they fall in the same categories. So I would lean towards Golden State. Yeah, you're right about the under. I'd probably stay away from the total in this game. I surely wouldn't bet over, but I think I'd stay away. And I would only be on Golden State at this low number.
Brian, I got something, okay, because this would work in favor of the zigzag effect. I have a book over here that has NBA props, and they have teams, which team is going to score the the first 5 points, 10 points, 15, and 20, and 25. 5 different things. The Clippers are, to get whoever gets the 5 points first, plus 180, plus 200, plus 210, plus 220, plus 240 on 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Don't you think that's tremendous value? Like anybody can get the 5, 10, or 15 points first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be laying the chalk on the other side. That's for sure. How much juice is there in that prop? I mean, if you're taking
cents.
plus 220, 30 cents?
No,
that's
30,
not bad at all.
30 and 40, 40 cents on the $2 ones. Not the first one's 30 cents. But I mean, I'll take the Clippers to get the first 5 points and get 2 to 1 and 220 on the 10. Especially since Golden State sometimes is notorious for slow starts.
You're right. Yeah. See it the same way. Totally agree.
I'm with you there too. I would only take the plus. I think that's incredible value. Plus 180 to score the first 5 points.
Yeah,
And the Clippers lost the first game, so even though I do expect Golden State will come out on top and probably get the cover, it wouldn't surprise me at all for the Clippers out of the gate to be up 10-4 or 12-5, something like that. So yeah, that's crazy. What book offers that? Is it the Westgate?
One Bet Vegas.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a big.
I mean, but you know the skin. It's a real popular skin. It's not an uncle skin, but it's So they have that. Now, hey, did you guys see sort of a dichotomy on the sides though in the NBA? Wasn't it 4-0 dogs on Saturday and 4-0 favorites on Sunday, something like that? Like the dogs barked on Saturday, right? Friday.
Yeah, well,
Friday.
They won Saturday. They won 3 or 4 games outright. Although Golden State did cover.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah, the 8:00 game. So, but yeah, they won 3. They won 3-1 outright, and obviously 3-1 the covers. And then yesterday, did the favorites cover every game?
Yeah, I think so. Like Milwaukee hammered them. Houston,
hammered Portland,
Boston,
Milwaukee.
We had Indiana. We lost that one. And in the first game, what was the first game? It was against. I think all 4 favorites covered.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm just I'm just trying to figure out which game it was. And we said Milwaukee, Houston, Portland, and Boston. Boston, right? Yeah, 4-0. You're right. 4-0 the favorites.
4-0 covered.
Wow.
Okay. So now, on today's plays, we like Brooklyn. Oh no, do we like Brooklyn, guys, or?
It's just a lean for me. I wouldn't give it as a, if I had to bet the game, I would lean Brooklyn, but I'm not going to bet it.
So for our Fifth Street viewers and listeners, what do you guys think on these 2 NBA games tonight? Pasadena?
I would go under.
I would lean under as well, and I would lean towards Golden State, but like you said, I guess I haven't really had a good read on them this year, so you may just want to take that with a grain of salt and not play it. But it's just a lean. It wouldn't be like an official play.
All right. How about any money we can make on the ice tonight?
Kind of stay away from hockey. There are a couple of baseball games I like. Did you give out any baseball plays yet today?
Not me, not yet. I do have one though, but I'm going to wait for yours.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we're going to break, so we'll give them out after the break.
All right. When we come back from the break, guys, we'll have our Major League Baseball plays back after this timeout.
Remember in the beginning, when you first started to build a life for you and your family, you never imagined it would come to this. Instead of living your dreams, you're living with debt. In fact, it's smothering you. Now there's a way you can take back control with one simple call. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you qualify to receive a free, no-obligation consultation on how to get rid of that debt for good. Call the Debt Helpline now. We work on your behalf to reduce your debt. We specialize in credit cards, retail store cards, and medical bills. One simple call is all it takes to get the ball rolling to a debt-free life. Stop living with debt and start living your dreams. Call the Debt Helpline now.
800-957-6063. 800-957-6063. 800-957-6063. That's 800-957-6063.
Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Clapper, Chief of Orthopedic Surgery at Cedars-Sinai Medical Group in Los Angeles, California. Dedicated to your health, your life, and your sports. As a weekend warrior, you know about sports injuries and pain. Exercise is an important element in keeping your body's core in good shape to minimize sports injuries. But when you are in pain, there is one product that I recommend to my patients, and that is Blue Goo Gel. Blue Goo consists of a proprietary formula developed specifically for the treatment of inflammation and general muscle aches and strains. I recommend Blue Goo for my patients coping with hip and knee pain before surgery, especially bursitis and tendinitis. Give Blue Goo a try. Call 1-888-330-0123 and you'll receive a 1-week supply of Blue Goo absolutely free. The makers of Blue Goo are even paying the shipping. The number again is 1-888-330-0123. If you want more information on Blue Goo, visit online at www.dothegoo.com.
Now available at select Big 5 stores near you.
At 28, I had struggled with opiate and meth addiction for 12 years. I did and said things that the sober me never would have done. One day I realized I was not invincible. I was not exempt. And that's when a friend told me about Elite Rehab Placement. They gave me the tools I needed to get sober, and all it took was the one phone call.
Elite Rehab can help you start to break your addiction problem and get sober in as little as 7 days. And we'll work with your insurance provider to help cover the costs. Plus, we have travel assistance programs to get you here by plane or train. Make this free call right now to learn more. 800-403-5912. 800-403-5912. 800-403-5912. That's 800-403-5912.
We're back, folks. Talk you can bet on. Last segment, Florida Rick, Oklahoma Ryan, Frank Perez on Sports Byline. All right, Rick, fire away on that MLB tonight.
I have two plays that I like in baseball. First one is game 904. Marlins at home, plus 120 over the Cubs and Yu Darvish. I think Darvish is just well past his prime. I think he's got pretty much nothing left. Actually, one of our Fifth Street residents is coming down for that whole series. Brian Wilson will be down for all 3 games, so we might go with him to the game on Wednesday night. But I like the Marlins to come out strong tonight and take this one. And my other game I like a lot is game 907, Cincinnati. Plus 150, plus 149 or so against the Dodgers and Kershaw. Kershaw making his first start of the year. I expect him to be, very rusty. And I think the fact you're getting $1.50 here on Cincinnati against someone who you really can't expect, even if he's on, sharp, is going to go more than 5 innings. So give me the plus 150 all day on Cincy.
How about you, Brian?
I don't have any baseball. Sorry.
No baseball, huh? Well, wouldn't you think if you like the Dodgers and Kershaw maybe to come back, wouldn't you think that the play here would be Dodgers in the first 5 innings?
Yeah.
What kind of price you laying on that?
But I would still never play it. I mean, it's probably going to be 180, 185.
I can't do that.
Let me take a look.
But yeah, if you like the Dodgers, yeah. But
right, if you like the Dodgers, you're laying $1.68 in the first 5 innings. Better than it's like the same as the game. I believe it is. Yeah, I believe it's the same as the game line almost. So you're right. I mean, if you're betting the Dodgers, it's probably because of Kershaw at home against Castillo for the Reds. Rick, I disagree. I kind of like Kershaw in this spot in the first 5 innings. In the first 5 innings.
All right. Wow. Well, I mean, he could come out and be his old self. I don't think it'll be right away. I think it's going to take a few games to get there.
But guys, listen, Rick, I love your Marlins play. Brian, Rick, thank you guys. Great show. We'll see you tomorrow. 5th Street Sports, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern.